Okay, I think we are live. So, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You can hear me, right?
Yeah,
Good morning. Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Good morning and welcome back to class. It's been a while. It's been a long while since our last class, and Happy New Year. I'm happy to see you, and I know you're happy to see me too, right? So, thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming up. And welcome back once again as we'll be learning and we'll continue from where we stopped. So, my name is Varashi Shakunwa and I am your graphic design tutor. And today we'll be talking about contrast and patterns. Contrast and patterns. Can I move on, Mr.
Yeah.
Emmanuel? Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. So let's talk about contrast, right? Have you ever tried to use bright Jesus? Have you ever tried to use bright colors like white and dark colors like blue or black? You see, when you use both types of colors together, you create a contrast, right? So contrast is when two things are opposite each other. Like example, a sunny day and a rainy day, they are contrast. Loud and quiet are contrast. Big and small are contrast. Light and dark, all these are contrast. That is contrast, right? So you understand that when things are opposite each other, that is a contrast, right? So let's move on. Next slide, please. Now, contrast is what helps us notice the difference between things. It is what makes things stand out amongst others. Now, example is placing a white shoe among black shoes. So this is a contrast I made here. You will see that you see two colors, you see one color, then you see another color in between. That is a contrast. So you can see them. These are contrasts, opposite colors together. One is light, one is dark. That is a contrast. Okay. So when the colors are opposite each other, we say these colors are contrast, or we say this is a contrast. Okay. So next slide, please. Now here are other examples you can see. You see that the colors here are basically opposite. They are opposite each other, but they are not kept in the same place. And that is what brings out the beauty in design. Bringing two colors together and joining them, even if they are opposite, and making them look beautiful. Okay, next slide, please. Now let's talk about patterns. Have you tried arranging blocks or objects in a certain way that you keep repeating it over and over and over again? Well, that is a pattern. A pattern is simply a design that repeats over and over again.
Be a bit slow.
I'm a bit slow, right? Okay.
No, you are fast. You are fast. You are fast.
Okay. Pattern
Okay,
is like
continue.
a secret code that you can discover by looking at shapes, colors, or numbers. Now, if you don't understand, let me show you what I mean. Next slide, please. Okay, example of pattern can be found in nature, like the stripes of a zebra is a pattern. You know zebra now. Hmm. The stripe that is black and white, that is a pattern. You know, a flower, the petals is a pattern too because you see them repeatedly over and over again because they have a specific order of arrangement or their arrangement repeats itself over and over. Now, patterns make designs look unique, it makes it outstanding, and it makes it interesting. Now, you know, I told you that they are like codes that repeat in a certain order over and over again, right? So, next slide. I think we have a picture here. Now take a look at examples of pattern. You can see them. So these are shapes, colors that repeat over and over and over again. They create a beautiful pattern. So we have clothes that have patterns. You can have a design with a pattern. So that is just what pattern means. It's something repeating itself over and over again. Like that's why I made example earlier with arrangement of blocks, and you keep arranging it over and over again in a certain way. Or circle, you can arrange circles over and over again. You can anything that you just have to arrange it over and over and over again in a certain way, that is a pattern. So these are here are examples of pattern actually. So you can look at the pictures. The first one is a color pattern. The lines too are a pattern. The colors are a pattern. Then the next one you can see, then this, then the light one, then the yellow and black that are lined up in a pattern. Okay. Then the black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white. Then the red, black, red, black, red, black, red, black. These are patterns. Okay. Next slide, please. So thank you. Actually, the class is not supposed to be very long. And I believe from this you understand contrast and patterns. I will summarize again. Contrast is when two colors that are opposite each other
You are
are put together.
fast.
Okay. Contrast is when two colors opposite each other are brought together. Example, I say carrying a white shoe and putting it among black shoes. That is a contrast. Or carrying a red cup and keeping it among black cups or blue cups. That is contrast. Colors that are opposites. And patterns, we say it's a certain arrangement that is done in a certain way and repeated over and over and over again. I hope you got that lesson right. So you know how we usually do it is one step at a time. So thank you so much for joining us in our class today. In case you have a question, you can kindly drop it in the comment section and we'll do well to attend to your questions. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more because we'll be coming back to you every Saturday. So thank you so much. And my name is Varashi Shakunwa. And from all of us at Deaf Code, we say have a wonderful weekend. Thank you.